Stay tuned as we solve the mystery of set number 75904, Mystery Mansion, here on TalkBricks. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of TalkBricks, where I bring you the latest in LEGO news and reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, but let's get right to it. Michael here, and I'm so excited to be reviewing for you guys the biggest set from the LEGO Scooby Doo line, the Mystery Mansion. This set has 860 pieces and retails for $89.99. The Mystery Mansion is a large, old mansion that's a bit run down. It has two buildings jutting out from a center tower, and there's so many fun elements to explore. But before we get too far into the set, let's talk about everyone's favorite part, the minifigures. This set includes 4 of the 5 main characters from the show. From left to right, we have Shaggy, Velma, Daphne, and of course, Scooby Doo. Scooby separates into 2 pieces, which allows his head to be rotated 360 degrees. All 3 of these characters have really great hair pieces that are all brand new. All 3 of their torsos are so great and cartoony. I really like the short sleeves on Shaggy. Both of the girls have really great printing on the legs. It includes all the details of their skirts and boots, and the printing even continues onto the side. And here we have all of the figures from the side. We can see Shaggy's holding a hot dog, Velma has a magnifying glass and a clue. Velma's magnifying glass really works. The clue for this set is a map, which has a note paper clipped onto it showing an X and a key. Daphne's holding a camera, and you can see all of the great side printing of the legs on Velma and Daphne. And here we have all 4 of our figures from the back. I've gone ahead and turned around their headpieces so you can see their alternate faces. Shaggy's looks a little bit sad, Velma's looks nice and scared, and Daphne is scared as well. We also get some continuation of the printing on their 3 torsos, and more spots on Scooby. And here we have the 3 villains of the set from the front. From left to right we have the Ghost, the Vampire, and the Black Knight. The Ghost is quite simple with this main sheet piece covering most of the body. In the center, the Vampire has a really fun cape with a large high collar. It's red on one side and black on the other. He's wearing a suit and has a sinister grin. The Black Knight is all armored up and ready to go. I especially like the helmet piece with the red plume at the top. In that opening, we can also see his bright yellow eyes. The Ghost minifigure also glows in the dark, which is really exciting. Here we have all of our minifigures from the side, and you can see the accessories. The Ghost is holding a really fun ball and chain piece, and the Black Knight is holding a giant axe. I've gone ahead and removed all of their disguises so you could see their unmasked faces. On the right, I've also removed the armor on the Black Knight so you can see his interesting torso print. It's a combination armor and suit. And here we have our villains from the back. Here you can see the back printing on the suit as well as the armor on the Black Knight. Here we have all of our minifigures from the front. And here we have all the minifigures from the back. This set comes with one small vehicle, which is a motorcycle and a little sidecar. I like this one a lot as it comes in those kind of traditional Scooby-Doo colors. Here we can see Velma riding on the sidecar, and you'll notice that there's a backpack piece on top for extra storage. Shaggy here rides the motorcycle, and I really like that the frame is silver, which we normally seem to get a black one. And here we have the Mystery Mansion itself. This is a really amazing build. It's a lot of fun to get one of these kind of run-down buildings that has things falling apart and, different growth of plants and all these different things. And as you can see it from the back, there's a lot of areas of play so you can explore and play out your favorite stories. But let's break down all the elements. As the gang rolls up on the Mystery Mansion, we can see that the mansion is very run down. Here at the front door, we have this kind of crooked columns, as well as this crooked covering at the top. The building on the left was a greenhouse, and they hear a sound coming from inside. On the side of the greenhouse, we have the door, as well as a light that kind of shines over it. We also see a small brick-built tree with some green ferns hanging down to kind of give it that weeping willow look. The greenhouse has all glass windows, but a lot of them have details that show that they're broken, they have damage, they have cobwebs, or there's kind of sinister plants looking out. The entire roof section can be lifted open to play inside. Velma's getting a strange feeling like someone's watching them. On the inside, we can see what was making all that noise, which is a large Venus flytrap plant. For play outside of the greenhouse, you can remove the Venus flytrap from the base. The large plant is quite simple. I like the vines on the bottom that can kind of reach out at its enemy. The mouth can open and close, and the neck has a few joints so you can create some interesting dynamic poses. On the interior, you'll see that we have two of the brand new pumpkin heads I love so much, and a bone to provide a great aesthetic. Wow, that was a close one. The gang then heads in the front door to see what's in the main tower. But as they enter the building, they discover a trap. Whoa, that was intense. This giant mace piece can be controlled by turning the dials on the side. You can see it's really spiky and it has a lot of interesting detail. As we look up in this main room, we do get some additional details. There's a portrait of a prospector minifigure holding a large golden nugget. And just above that, we get another sticker with a wonky window, cobwebs, and a spider. Just then, we hear the chimes of the clock, and as the dial begins to turn, a new villain emerges. This balcony section offers some nice details, and it's a very cool mechanism. At the back, you can see the dial that controls this spinning mechanism, and as you turn it around, it changes from the bat to the vampire. At the same time, the clock in the clock tower begins to change. Just above the clock, we have this really nice roof piece, and I think this adds a lot of authenticity. While not scaring people in the clock tower, you can store the vampire in this coffin in the roof section. The coffin can be removed for additional play. The coffin splits into two pieces, and the lid on the right has some really nice printing of the vampire on top. And as you might expect, the vampire can be placed inside. Just as they're being chased out of the clock tower from the vampire, Velma remembers her clue, and they discover a loose floorboard. Inside the floorboards, they found a golden key. The gang then decides to go to the last building of the mansion. The exterior of this building has so many interesting details. We've got a little fence piece with a skull on it. We have clear panels with window stickers that provide that kind of wonky look. We also have these boards with stickers to provide that wooded texture to make it really look abandoned. Again, on the right here, we get another weeping willow tree, this time with bright green and dark green leaves. The roof here was an especially nice build. I like that the plates come down at an angle, but we also have this kind of front section with a window. I think this is an interesting construction technique, and I had a good time building it. At the very top, we get these additional accents to give it that spooky look. On the interior of the building, we find the kitchen. The kitchen seems to have not been used in quite a while. On the floor, we have a nice checkerboard pattern in blue and white. On the right, we have a sink with a small basin. On the left, we have a stove-oven combination, which we can open the door to place items inside. On top of the stove, we have 4 burners and a black pot. In the center, we have a cupboard with a sticker piece that shows a lot of the food that's just been caked on and dripping down. You can, of course, open this as well. But on top of the counter, we have a fresh burger for Scooby, who's always hungry. And crawling across the floor is a rat. On the second floor of the building, the gang finds a safe with a lock on it. Shaggy can then use the key to open up the lock. Just behind the barred door, we have this steel door with some tally marks scratched into it. Upon opening the door, we can see the gold inside the case. Looks like the gang solved another case. And here we have everything back together for my final thoughts. The Mystery Mansion is the biggest set in the LEGO Scooby Doo series, but it could be one of the best. This is really a fun set. I really enjoyed the building experience. There's so many different elements as the whole entire building is asymmetrical. A very unique building. As a showpiece, this is quite a large set for being at only $89.99, and it's very sturdy with a great construction technique. This set comes with 3 villains, and some really good ones at that. Plus, this is the only set that you get Velma in, so if you're looking to complete your entire Scooby gang, you need to buy this set. But those are just my thoughts about the set, and I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Tell me, what is your favorite element to this set? And if you like what you saw, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Did you miss my review of the Haunted Lighthouse from Scooby Doo? Click on this annotation to watch that video, and don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Jinkies! You're right, Velma. These guys aren't monsters at all. And it looks like we solved the case of the missing gold. Yeah, we would have gotten away with it too, if it hadn't been for you meddling kids. And that dog. Ruby, Ruby, Roo!